students, welcome to class. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, and today we're going to be looking at the woke, the capitalists, and the vegans. Are you guys ready for some fun? Let's do this.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
Woke culture is insane. People get upset about the littlest thing, but they don't care at all about the innocent animals who are in their bodies right now.
Excuse me. Could I maybe get that headset, please?
Do not raise your voice to me, sir.
I wasn't raising my voice.
Okay, just calm down.
I am calm. I just want my headset.
He seems calm to me. Doesn't seem like he's raising his voice. This brings to mind how meat eaters feel when vegans are simply giving them the facts about how animals are suffering. They act like we are forcing them to be vegan when we're just talking.
Sir, our country is going through a very difficult time right now, and if you're not going to cooperate...
I don't know where a headset ties into patriotism.
Often, people who eat meat use a straw man fallacy and make it seem like we are saying things that we're actually not saying at all.
Is there a problem here, sir?
I don't think so.
Can you come to the back of the plane with me so we can have a talk?
Oh, here comes cancel culture.
But talk about what? There's not a problem. The steward is just keeps...
Flight attendant.
Oh, now they're going to fix our language. You can't say the word holocaust, even though that's what's going on right now. There is an animal holocaust. And yes, there is racism towards the animals. It is called speciesism. It's the first form of racism, in fact. Watch out for the pronoun police, too.
The flight attendant keeps ignoring me when I ask.
Calm down.
I am calm. What is it with you people?
You people.
Oh, now wait a minute. I don't mean you people. I mean you people.
And here they continue to twist his words and make it seem like he is saying things that he never said.
Sir, I will not tolerate any racist behavior on the plane. This is a very difficult time for our country.
I know that. I'm not a racist. I just want to watch the movie.
Uh-oh, Adam, you're forgetting you're automatically racist just because you have white skin, even though you did nothing wrong. Unlike these two who have innocent animals in their bellies, they're the kind of people who pet a dog while biting into a pig.
I'm only going to say this one more time, sir. Calm down.
I'm calm! I'm calm! I'm calm!
Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any videos going forward. All right, so next up is TikTok. What is going on over there? As you know, I have a platform there with 1.1 million followers, but I also have several other accounts where I go live all the time. Let's check out TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok. Over on TikTok, I sometimes show the vegan pizzas that I'm eating. This one has vegan feta cheese in it. And today I'm going over to someone's live to do some vegan animal rights activism. Come join me. Now I'm over on somebody else's TikTok. This person is going live. And what I did is I commented that animals are not ours to eat, wear, or use. Next, I wrote that animals are sentient beings. Now, the reason that I do this in different people's lives is because I want the word vegan to be in everybody's mind. This guy is there making sausages, and he is acting as if what he is doing is somehow normal, although it is completely cruel. He's been making sausages here and trying to sell them, but they are innocent animals, innocent babies, 6-month-old babies who never wanted to die. So I make sure to go into the comments and let people know about what's happening. Now this channel happens to be German, a language that I understand a bit. And I wrote here, we don't need to eat animals. And I look into the comments to see if anybody is reacting. Somebody did react to me. They sometimes say, oh, that vegan teacher is here. And this guy actually did respond to me. And I definitely gave him a click. A click is a light bulb moment where you hear something and you get it into your heart and into your head and you realize it's not okay. Surprisingly though, he did not actually ban me. He let the comment go, which is great. So I'm reminding here that people should eat plants. Plants have protein. Now, of course, we have very little time in which to comment here. You can see that there's a lot of people watching the live, so sometimes we have to copy and paste. And most people in Germany do speak English. It's not the same as Italy, where not that many people seem to understand English. So I know that my comments are getting seen. So I think you get the idea, guys. Essentially, you can go into anybody's live and write about the animals. Be very careful because they don't want you to write words like kill or murder. They are flagged, and you have to be very careful with the words that you use. But if you stay positive and you say things like, don't be cruel to innocent animals, that doesn't seem to get blocked. You can see there that it allowed it to go. It didn't pop to the top of the screen as being not okay. And we have another one here which says, get another job, to this guy who is basically hurting animals. And you see that one was deleted. You see it went to the top. I don't know if you saw that or not. But so I'm not going to repost that one. This one says, be braver, be vegan. People get the idea. It does take a brave person to be vegan because you have to stand up against society. So thanks to everybody watching who is vegan. You guys are awesome. Be vegan. Not cruel.
Hooray, hooray, hooray! It's time for vegan humor of the day. Facebook, Facebook, what is new on Facebook?
All right, over here on Facebook, there's a group called Animal Activists and Vegans of Canada, which is my home country. I want to draw your attention to this guy here. His name is Cody Dolan. See him? He's a young man who became vegan because of me. This is to show you how important it is to be out of the closet as a vegan because you can affect others. Cody writes, meat is murder. Meat, or really animal flesh, is not just the thing you buy at the grocery store. It's the body of someone who wanted to live. The body part of a once breathing individual. Stop eating animals, go vegan, and end speciesism. Then Cody goes on to tell his audience that they can even decorate their own shirts, such as the way that he did here. He simply wrote, meat is murder on his shirt, and he can wear this to school, he can wear this out wherever he goes, and it's a conversation starter. I really love the work that Cody is doing. I am absolutely ecstatic that he is such a great animal rights activist. If you have a chance, go over there and make sure that you tell him that That Vegan Teacher says hello. And speaking of saying hello, this is my beautiful dog, Bella. She has been vegan since August 2017. Bella just got back from a walk and she's just hanging out and making sure that I do my job properly, protecting the animals of the world. Bella eats vet-approved vegan dog food. Check it out online. Go Google some now. Next up, let's go and see what is going on over on Instagram.
Instagram, Instagram, what is new on Instagram?
Right now we are looking at a video by a dude named Lifting Vegan Logic. I highly suggest that you follow his account. He is an ethical vegan. He is also a bodybuilder, and you can see how strong he is in many of his videos. Here he's making the point that the Holocaust never ended for the animals. One of the points that Danny brings up in this video is the music that this animal abuser uses. She uses this happy, upbeat music to make it seem like she's doing something good. But in fact, she is a murderer. She will betray these animals who have come to trust her. Another thing that Danny does in his video is he clearly puts the words across the screen there. Now he always uses the same background, red with white lettering. That is his branding. That's what he chooses to do every time. And the reason that he does this is because many people look at social media in their beds or when they're beside somebody and they have to be quiet. And so having the words on the screen gives the entire message even if you never hear the sound. Make sure you follow Lifting Vegan Logic and let him know that That Vegan Teacher sent you.
Watch as I turn this leftover rice into bacon.
Wait a minute. Why didn't she show the entire process? Allow me to, since she didn't. And I won't be getting too graphic because, you know, social media platforms don't really allow this stuff. And I want you to pretend that we're talking about dogs in case you're one of those people who think that dogs don't deserve to be murdered for profit, but pigs do. So in order to turn rice into dog bacon, first you have to get the dogs to trust you as somebody who will take care of them. And then once they're at an appropriate weight for you to kill them so that you can profit off of their body parts, you get to choose between multiple means of executing them. You get to choose between stunning them with electrical means or even a gas chamber where they will lose consciousness due to hypoxia or lack of oxygen. I wonder if this is the face she makes in the music she's listening to when the dogs are gasping for air before becoming unconscious so they can be murdered. There are many other humane methods to turn rice into dog bacon, but there's too many for me to cover in one reel. Hopefully next time she shows you the entire process.
Follow Joey Carpstrong. He's on YouTube. He's constantly putting cameras in to show exactly what happens behind the scenes. This is what you're paying for. These industries lie to you all the time about where your food comes from. It's constant animal abuse.
Here, Mr. Angry lunges at a cow with a sharp metal object and stabs them in the hind leg with it. Here, what appears to be the same man is caught hitting cows in the back with a metal floor scraper.
Cows cannot defend themselves. They are docile beings. If you're not vegan, you're paying for this kind of violence.
Do you think it's all about keeping the standards as high as possible?
All farmers and all the M&S dairy farmers have a real connection with their animals. Dairy farmers will be with their animals every single day.
Disgraceful liars.
What's fucking wrong with you?
2 years later, in our follow-up investigation this year, Mr. Angry is back and still using a metal floor scraper as a weapon against these gentle beings.
What will it take for vegans to pick up weapons and defend the animals?
You fucking dead! Fucking cunt! I mean, how much fucking warning do you want? Fucking bitch!
Well, Lucy, when we work collaboratively, we can share challenges and successes to really make sure that what we're supplying our customers is the best product it could possibly be.
Fucking retarded!
Here, Mr. Angry lunges at a cow with a sharp metal object and stabs them in the hind leg with it. Here, what appears to be the same man is caught hitting cows in the back with a metal floor scraper.
Do you think it's all about keeping the standards as high as possible?
All farmers and all the M&S dairy farmers have a real connection with their animals. Dairy farmers will be with their animals every single day.
Fucking bastard animal! What's fucking wrong with you?
2 years later, in our follow-up investigation this year, Mr. Angry is back and still using a metal floor scraper as a weapon against these gentle beings.
You fucking dead! Fucking cunt! I mean, how much fucking warning do you want? Fucking bitch!
Well, Lucy, when we work collaboratively, we can share challenges and successes to really make sure that what we're supplying our customers is the best product it could possibly be.
Fucking retarded!
Here, Mr. Angry lunges at a cow with a sharp metal object and stabs them in the hind leg with it. Here, what appears to be the same man is caught hitting cows in the back with a metal floor scraper.
Vegan dogs are healthy in every way. This is the vegan food she eats every day. Vegan dogs are healthy in every way. This is the vegan food she eats every day. If Bella can be healthy eating vegan food, so can you. Google it today. Next, let's see what's over on Twitter, where most of the conversation occurs in typed form. And so that makes it really interesting. A lot of the smarter people, let's say, tend to end up there because they are able to use their words and they are able to type actual sentences as opposed to something, let's say, like TikTok. Anyway, let's check out Twitter.
What's new on Twitter, now known as X?
All right, Elon is writing poems now. Elon Musk is a billionaire who owns Tesla and who has sent rockets into outer space, and he is somebody who believes in science. He doesn't believe in fairy tales, but yet, right now he wrote a poem, which is very interesting. Let's read it together. Atheism left an empty space. Secular religion took its place, but left the people in despair. Childless hedonism, sans care. Maybe religion's not so bad to keep you from being sad. There are many right-wing people who believe in capitalism and who are against the woke movement, who have recently come out and said that they think that religion is a good thing. Now, what I suspect is that they think that we are too stupid and too unkind to be good, despite having no religion. Now, yeah, sure, we can all avoid being sad. For example, everybody can get drunk. Everybody can get stoned. That's what we can do. Or we can choose to believe in a sky daddy who doesn't exist. We can delude ourselves. Either way, it's not good for us.
That if you set her on fire, then you never loved her to begin with.
And if God sends us to hell, he never loved us to begin with.
Wrong.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
God does love you.
Let me ask you a question, Eric, and this is a genuine question. Just yes or no. This is not a gotcha. I just genuinely want to know. Do you have anyone in your life that you genuinely love with all your heart?
Yeah.
What would that person have to do for you to condone them being tortured for all eternity?
I don't think Elon should be religious. I think he should be vegan.
What would that person have to do?
What choice would they have to make? What choices would that person have to make for you to be like, you know what, the best thing could happen right now is that you get tortured forever. That would be a really good thing. What would cause you to make that choice, that decision?
Nothing.
Yeah, me too.
You might be more moral than God.
It sounds like you are. It sounds like you're a lot of a better person than God is, because there's not a single thing my wife could possibly do that would make me want her to be hurt. So if God is like, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, the best thing that could happen is that you go to the lake of fire. That doesn't sound like love to me.
It is love because you got a choice.
Yeah, and hey, man, that person that you love in your life, they made a choice too. Is there any choice that they could make?
You a choice.
Is there any choice that a person that you love could make that would make you think that they should be tortured? Any choice at all that they could make that would make you think it's a good thing for them to go to hell?
I can't think of any right now. But
I couldn't either.
Like I said before,
I couldn't either, and that's the thing.
It's their choice.
As you said, God already knows what's going to happen. God's in charge of all of it. God made hell, right? He's established this moral system.
Right, but
he is the judge of who goes to hell and who doesn't. Whether we make the choices or not, it's his rules that we're playing by. So what you're saying is he loves us conditionally. He loves us so much that if we make the wrong choices, he thinks it's a good idea for us to be tortured forever. And you also said that you couldn't imagine a single reason to torture anybody that you love. And I agree with you there. There's not a single thing that somebody could do that I would say you should be tortured, no matter who they are, whether I love them or not, but especially if I love them.
What is your understanding of what Elon Musk is trying to say here? He's saying that religion might not be so bad. Religion is terrible because it encourages the masses to think that unicorns exist, mermaids exist, reincarnation exists, someone can walk on water, women should wear scarves covering their hair. Now, I'm not saying that prayer is bad, but we have to be honest with ourselves. When we put our two hands together and we're praying, We're praying essentially to the better part of ourselves. There's no God out there who's going to rescue us. God, in fact, doesn't exist. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that he did. Oh, but before we do, this just in, a bunch of vegans waiting for the protein deficiency to kick in. The guy on the right has been vegan for 6 years, the other two for 8 years. Anyway, let's carry on. If God is all-knowing, and he created humans who fucked up this world, if God is all-knowing and all benevolent and kind, yet he created lions who rip zebras to shreds instead of making all animals vegan, like giraffes and elephants, if that is who God is, sane people should want nothing to do with the God who created cancer for children, earthquakes, tsunamis, starvation around the world. So, to sum up, if people are sad, there are many things that they can do to unsadden themselves. First of all, they can eat whole foods, eat a vegan diet. Then they can exercise, go to sleep at the right time, brush and floss their teeth, do things in this world to make it a better place for others, not just think about themselves. Elon, you're going down the wrong path, and you know it. You should have been vegan years ago. Go and watch Dominion to understand why. And if you don't cry, maybe you don't deserve happiness. Healthy vegan food of the day. Healthy vegan food of the day. Cruciferous veggies. According to nutritionfacts.org, cruciferous vegetables have sulforaphane, which can prevent DNA damage and many types of cancer. Less than a single serving a day of cruciferous may cut the risk of cancer progression by more than half. Examples of cruciferous vegetables are broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, arugula, bok choy, radishes, and turnips. For help becoming vegan, just Google healthy vegan recipes. Okay guys, our next story takes place over here in Lebanon. Let's look at the map so you know where it is. Here's Lebanon and Israel. We're going to be talking about these two countries. Just take note that there's a little island called Cyprus here, and over here is Greece. We're just getting to know the map a bit. Here's Italy. This is the country that I live in right now. And over here is France. Okay, so we're talking about two countries way over here, Israel and Lebanon. And listen to the story. Here in Lebanon is an example of a pager that had an explosive device in it that went off inside this guy's pocket. Now this happened many, many times, thousands of times actually. In one incident, even an 8-year-old child was killed. Why is this happening? Because we don't have peace in the Middle East. These attacks killed 9 people, including an 8-year-old child, and wounded about 2,800 people. Hundreds of pagers carried by Hezbollah members in Lebanon blew up nearly simultaneously on Tuesday in an unprecedented attack that surpasses a series of covert assassinations and cyber attacks in the region over recent years in its scope and execution. The Iran-backed militant group said the wireless devices began to explode around 3:30 p.m. local time in a targeted Israeli attack on its operatives. According to CNN, Israel was behind the attack, which was a joint operation between Israel's intelligence service, the Mossad, and the Israeli military. The Lebanese government condemned the attack as criminal Israeli aggression. Israel's military, which has engaged in tit-for-tat strikes with Hezbollah since the start of the war with Iran-backed Palestinian militant group Hamas in Gaza last year, has refused to comment publicly on the explosions. The pagers that exploded were new and had been purchased by Hezbollah in recent months, a Lebanese security source told CNN. The purpose of the attacks? Well, at least part of the message was to Hezbollah, we can reach you anytime, anywhere, at the day and moment of our choosing, and we can do it at the press of a button. What's the moral of the story? I don't know. You tell me in the comments. What do you think the moral of the story is here? The only good thing I see in all of this is all the fruits and vegetables in the store. Other than that, peace is never going to come in the Middle East in the near future. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what can I do to help? Well, to be honest, there's not much you can do to help in the Middle East, but peace begins on our own plates. Do you have peace in your home? Do you have corpses brought into your home? What about your own body? We need to stop pointing the finger at other countries and other people when we don't even have peace within. Another example of this is something that happened the very next day. Hezbollah walkie-talkies exploded across Lebanon. Explosives detonating on people in the middle of urban spaces, homes, grocery stores, hospitals, schools, those are acts of terrorism. An intelligent person exposed the news as being extremely uncaring and biased. Here's what they wrote. Earlier today, a Sky News correspondent called the Lebanon pager attack, which was almost certainly carried out by Israeli intelligence, particularly innovative. An article in the New York Times called it eye-catching. This is the same attack that killed 9 people, including 2 children, injuring nearly 3,000, caused mass eye injuries, and left 460 people needing surgery. Instead of showing care for the innocent victims who died, the Mail on Sunday commentator Dan Hodges said, "It's hard to think of a more sophisticated or targeted attack on a terror group than pagers. But what's sophisticated about killing a 9-year-old girl? What's targeted about injuring thousands of people in civilian areas with no way of knowing who was holding the pagers at the time the bombs were detonated?" How would you feel if it was your daughter or your sister who died in a bombing like that just because they happened to be holding the pager? Or what if the pager was left on a bed beside your cat or dog who was sleeping? With that many people who died, it makes you wonder how many pets also died. But the animals are rarely mentioned. Tell me how you feel. Let me know in the comments. Now let's look at the vegan phobic moment of the day. Random, self-loathing, fat guy who lives in his parents' basement and comments bacon on all of our posts. That's right. People like this actually exist. And think they're funny. Thank you everybody for coming to class today. Thank you to everybody who's come with an open mind and an open heart. You are definitely at the right place to start to get your 100 clicks. That's how many it takes. You gotta get the message, like the information in your head, and also you have to have your heart open to the animals. So I hope that you got your clicks, and I thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the notification bell. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now.